Hi, I'm Christian, the co-founder and CEO of Tenzo, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Tenzo MCP, so the connector between Tenzo and the LLM of your choice. So here I'm using Claude, but you could do this with ChatGPT, Gemini, or Copilot. And really the idea is that you can ask questions of any of the data in Tenzo. So we aggregate data from your POS, your labor, your inventory, your reviews, your reservations, and really you can ask any question about that all. It will have the context about your business. And so here what I've asked it is to look at all the sites and tell me which one has the average spend per guest the highest and the lowest, and to make this analysis visual and what we should do to improve it. So clearly it's built me a little graph here where it's showing me Kensington's the highest, Leeds is the lowest, and then it will really go in and explain what the difference is, why there's this difference between Kensington and Leeds. And interestingly, it will suggest how to improve Leeds. So that the first thing it's suggesting is fix breakfast attachment, drive drinks and sides at lunch and dinner, check product availability, and coach on the bottom 2 day parts. So I wanted to then dive into this. How could we fix the breakfast attachment? So here it's saying coffee plus pastry and breakfast plus juice bundles. So I've asked it, could you do a visual basket analysis for the breakfast to help fix the breakfast attachment? So again, it is going to look at at all the data that's in Tenzo, and it will pull a bunch of different query reports. So the quantity of what sold, what the sales, etc. And then it's done a really neat analysis here of looking at what's the attachment rate for each of the main sides, snacks, salads, etc. And then it's showing me how Leeds is doing versus the estate average. So we can see across the board we're below on the estate average, but particularly snacks, hot drinks, salads. So it's looked across at 477 breakfast covers, sold 718 items on 159, about 3 guests per table, but only 1.5. The typical breakfast buy is just one thing, salad or drink or coffee, rarely both. So where the gap is, drinks are the headline miss, only 50% of guests take any drinks. 26 take coffee, hot drink versus 57% and 31. So here I know what the difference is, and I can start speaking to the team. So make the coffee the default ask. Every breakfast should be met with flat white or latte with that. Build 2 fixed menu breakfast bundles, sandwich plus coffee and pastry yogurt. Prompt 1 extra at the till and the merchandise add-on. So really then it's helping me what the gap would be. So if we did this, would be £5,000 per year, right? So a little bit of training there for the team. You could then go and set that as a target in Tenzo so that the GMs in real time could see that on their mobile, how they're doing versus this target. Well, that's it. Thanks for listening, and I'll be coming back with some more of these. If you want to check us out, it's www.gotenzo.com. Thank you.